So Lauren, can you just start off by telling us a little bit about kind of your background, where you're from, and how you got into playwriting?
Sure. Yeah, I'm from right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, a little liberal town called Decatur. And I grew up in the Atlanta theater community thinking I wanted to be an actor, and then quite kind of realized as I did a few shows that playwrights actually get to make the rules. So kind of realized
More true in theater than in film, right?
Indeed. Yeah. And, but the idea of choosing who the hero was, who the spotlight is on, who wins in the end and why, and just what we're putting forth in this kind of magical medium of theater. What do we focus on? What do we want to tell? And honestly, because I came as an actor or wanting to be, I noticed a dearth of roles for women. So
Yes.
I just thought, maybe I can just write some.
So let's talk a little bit about the Taming. What was the impetus for writing this play?
Yeah, this was Obama era. And
Remember that?
Remember those, when the hardest thing was the Senate and House being so obstructionist to him. Like he was passing all this legislation and, McConnell would shut it down and everybody would shut it down. So that was my writing this frustration of partisan politics at that point. Who knew how insane partisan politics
that it could get worse.
I thought I was like, well, peaked. No. So anyway, but it was an exploration of that, and that, this kind of battle of the partisans reminded me of the battle of the sexes, and kind of best/worst example of that is Taming of the Shrew, where it is a literal battle, but it is a comedy about an abuser, and and I'm always I love Shakespeare and I hate that play. So I was like, let's tear it apart. So kind of taking the themes of that show and a lot of the character names and allusions to the characters, and built this play, a radical political farce that has all women and explores femininity and queerness, and kind of, again, goes right into this heart of partisan divide where we assume we know things about each other, and we assume how we're so different. And we're assumed that who's the bad guy and the good guy of the show, which it kind of flips and flops as the play goes on. So no one gets unscathed.